Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's module. Just a note, in case you have not seen my announcement or email that I posted last night, I know that there was an issue with the degree audit, running that in Atlas as of yesterday. And so I've extended the deadline until Tuesday night. Hopefully that will allow you to get that last piece in to the Academic Blueprint Part 2 assignment. Due to whatever was happening with Atlas this weekend. All right, for those of you that had already done it previously in the week, then you don't need to worry about it. All right, so what's coming up this week? Well, this week you're going to get a little sneak peek into the final story. This is your final exam for this course. I know that we spoke about it in class a few weeks back, but this week you'll actually be looking at the instructions and a sample and completing the prep work that's going to go into your first step. All right, so let's take a look at this week, along with, of course, completing the survey that follows this video. You're going to be looking through the whole module in what it takes to put a final story project together. We're going to watch a video during class and do kind of like a mock grading activity so that you can take a look at the rubric and see how you're going to be graded, as well as see an example of a possible approach that you could take in creating your presentation. All right, it's important to go all the way through the module to look at all of the instructions about the final story project. All right, you're going to see that there are 2 steps to creating the final story project. Step 1 being the detailed outline, which is the written portion, and then step 2, which is the actual presentation portion. All right, so I want you to make note of those 2 steps that will be necessary to complete the final story. And then along with the material in the module this week, you're also going to be continuing with the preparation of the planning documents. All right, you may remember that you did a planning document number 1 for purpose a couple weeks back, and you got feedback on that to use as you put together your final story. This week, you're going to be doing the final planning documents on sections 2 and 3 of the course, which would be the where am I going and how am I going to get there pieces. All right, those correspond to career pathway, and most of the final story planning document number 2 for career pathway is going to come from the guided career research that you did, which you got feedback on from me, dependent upon the level of research that you provided. And then the number 3 portion goes along with the work that you've been doing over the last 2 to 3 weeks on your academic pathway and planning out your education. All right. And so once you're finished with the planning document number 2 and 3, you essentially have all the information to put together into the final story project, notably step 1, which is the written portion. And in fact, you can get started on that if you're the kind of person that likes to work ahead. All right. And so those are just some things that are going on this week. Again, we're going to be doing the mock grading activity in class, and then you will be completing for homework planning documents 2 and 3 to finish up the planning portion of the final story project preparation. All right, I will see you in class, and don't hesitate to ask any questions both in class via email or in my Zoom office hours. All right, have a great week, everybody.